He came to Australia from China in the year 2000 as a student studying a nursing degree, but his real passion is for business. In 2006, he built his first Sushi Hub store in the suburb of Cabramatta. Now he has 43 stores across Australia. He is the humble entrepreneur that's smashing through mainstream business. Meet Raymond Chen, the man that's taking over Australia with one sushi roll at a time. Enjoy.
How do you think your cultural background and your upbringing has affected the way you run business?
How do I? I mean, look, I always think, Australians are very lucky. People here are very lucky. They don't need to worry a lot of things that we have to worry about. Even we don't need to worry too much about that, but we saw and we hear a lot of things, it makes me feel that, I'm very lucky to be here. So I guess I have to work harder than the other one to keep up, to work harder than other people to achieve something.
One more?
Sure.
What do you wish you knew before you started out?
What did I wish? I wish when I started, I wish, I don't need to worry about money one day.
Don't we all?
To be honest, yes.
So you went from the bread top shop to the Sushi Hub. How did that transition happen?
We got 3 partners, so me, James and Neil. Since we moved up from Melbourne to Sydney, so we realized that although Bread Talk is going really well, but one business is not it's not enough for 3 of us. Then where our first Bread Talk is situated at the entry of the arcade on John Street, yes, in the AK Centre. That arcade used to be brand new, so all the shop inside is vacant. And then the landlord approach us. They say, look, why don't you set up your second business here? And we've been thinking, what can we do? We just know how to do the bread and cake. That's it. And said, why don't you consider sushi? I said, oh yeah, sushi. There's no sushi. There's not a proper sushi store in Cabramatta yet. And then, well, why not? Why don't we set up a sushi? Because we love sushi too, and it's healthy. We actually got very excited that it's a future. I think it's going to be very popular in Sydney market, in Cabramatta too, Everybody say Cabramatta is only popular with pho, with all those pork chop rice and Vietnamese bread roll. I say, look, it could be popular with something else too. And you can see now there are about 4 sushi stores in Cabramatta, and we were the first one doing that. And we started from a small arcade, from knowing nothing about sushi, just know how to eat sushi. Very, very challenging.
Yeah, that's right. Chinese sushi is a Japanese kind of staple.
Culture. Yeah. Very challenging.
Yes.
And from finding a Japanese chef, creating the menu, finding supplies, finding staff to work, shop feeders, marketing. I mean, everything you have to start from a brand paper. It's a different story to setting up Bread Talk, because you got franchisor to support you. Everything were in place. You just need to fill it up. You only just need to do physical work for Bread Talk. But setting up Sushi Hub is just much harder for me and for my partners too.
So what were some of the challenges of getting the right chef, getting the right team together? What were some of the challenges for you to set up the Sushi Hub? And as you said, you're Chinese and sushi is Japanese.
I mean, then you have to start to getting to know more about sushi. You're forced to know more about sushi. Although I still don't know how to make sushi, but I know, sushi is about freshness. It's about the good ingredient, and it's about your reputation is about word of mouth. So I start talking to the customers. What do you expect from us? That I know our sushi is shit at the moment, but look, we can make it better. What do you like? Whether it's the rice is too moisture, whether you think the avocado was too hard to trim, or just listen to the customers. They gave us a lot of feedback. Look, you have to go to there's a sushi store I used to go. I like their rice, and there's a sushi store I used to go. I like their roll, and then we just went place to place and looking for better and better sushi and changing our menus. It takes a lot of time. It's not it's not like you do something today, you will see the result tomorrow. You can't see the result tomorrow, but you have to charge yourself of what you are doing now is the right thing to do for the future of your business, or for the future of your career. So, you have to believe what you are doing at the first place when you start doing it. If not, you will fail very easily. It takes a lot of time. It's not it's not like you do something today, you will see the result tomorrow. You can't see the result tomorrow, but you have to charge yourself of what you are doing now is the right thing to do for the future of your business, or for the future of your career. So, you have to believe what you are doing at the first place when you start doing it. If not, you will fail very easily. Yeah.
And how important is to have that teamwork? Obviously, you had your two partners,
yes.
So the three of you from Bread Top, to bring that team together in the first place. How challenging was that to get the right mix of people to work with you, to develop the business with you, and to be with you, on this journey?
I am so lucky that I had the greatest partner in the world. So actually, when we started Sushi Hub, James and Neil were still looking after Bread Top. So that we have meetings about how we're gonna start a new business. We have meetings almost every day, but generally that small sushi store does not leave three of us.
Yeah.
We have chef, we have the waiting staff. 4 people is enough. We can't afford to pay another 3 of us. So no, we would just supervising the store, creating the menus, and actually they still were staying in Bread Top for about 2-3 years, until that we expanded our business.
One of them might need more money, the other one might not care too much. How did you you guys keep it all together and continue to keep it together?
In the past 10-11 years, I got more than 100 people asking me the same questions, and I also saw a lot of a breakup of the partnership. It's very, very common. It's uncommon that it's not very common that you see three partners being together for over 10 years, but it's actually very common to see people breaking up the partnership, this and that. Even people get divorced.
That's right.
To be, as I said, we have to be lucky enough. I was really lucky to find 2 of my partners. We used to be housemates in Melbourne. We lived together for years, and we get to know each other very well.
So you were pretty much married.
Yeah, we spent a lot more time than the time we spent to anyone else. We saw each other, we get sick of each other a lot, too much. And to have a solid partnership, before you guys work together, first thing you have to have the same vision. You have to sit down and talk. Vision is very important. You have to have the same target. What you want to do, not in the short term, not to look at day to day, but look at a further picture. Is further future. And I can understand how many trouble you have from your client. How do I say? I think it's an unsolved problem. I can't solve it for them.
I think the message I got is you've got to really know the person.
That's the first thing. Some people you can be friend, but you can never be partner of business.
Yeah.
But I mean, my experience, you have to sacrifice yourself first.
Yeah.
Before you expect more from your partner.
Yeah.
You just do what you supposed to do.
Yeah.
Just consider this business is not about partnership. It's your business. Just do it the way that you treat it as your own business, not a partnership business.
So that in that 10 years though, I mean, are you saying that James and Leon, their vision and your vision continued to stay the same?
Yes.
Were there differences? Were there challenging time when you might say, I want to grow Sushi Hub this way, and they might say, no, I want it that way? Was there must have been some...
We have to talk. Communication is very important. Yeah, I forgot to say, communicate. It's very important. You have to, you don't keep things inside, and then you start, you keep your anger inside, or you keep your different opinion inside yourself. I'm a very straight person. Whatever I want to say, I say it straightforward. Then people when people get to know me, then they have no problem with me.
Franchise model is actually my understanding is quite different to other franchise business.
I would say our franchise model is very different and very unique to that. All our franchisees came from Sushi Hub. So as I say, we were very lucky, not just having a good partners, and we have very good staff, chefs. After the first chef left, and we start building our team, and we still have those people working with us now, from not day one, but maybe the second half year of the Sushi Hub, and they've been working with us and helping us building our second store, third store, fourth store. And when we start creating our franchise system, we've been thinking, look, these are the people we need to look after first. We need to look after them first because they make us successful. They help us building the second and third stores or fourth store. So we start talking to them, say, look, if you guys are interested in franchise, we are setting up our franchise system, and actually now we got 31 stores in Sydney. We only have a few franchisees because most of them have multiple stores.
Right.
So we get to know each other. They know the product, the culture of the company, and in return, we give opportunity to them and to grow, still to grow together. And we have a lot of people knocking on the door saying, how much you're going to sell your shop, for franchise. But we always say, look, it's not really about the money. I can sell a store to you tomorrow, but you will fail in a year because you don't know how to operate a Sushi Hub, and if you don't know the culture of the company, you will go to a wrong direction, and you will start arguing with me because you don't understand what I'm talking about.
If you were to give advice to a startup starting to launch their brand and build their brand, what would you say is the main thing to focus on when launching out to the customer? Is it the product, or is it something within the service, or is it doing some marketing online first?
They're all very important, but first thing, you have to get the right product. If the product is wrong, it's wrong. You can't get it right in the long term. If you get the product right, you need to get the location right. You need to have the right location to start your business. Then, of course, customer service is very important. Then, these days, for a startup business, I suggest you can start with marketing of social medias. It costs you very minimal, and you can spread out very good as well. You don't have to do the mass media at the first place if you can't afford it at the beginning. Wait until you grow bigger, and then you start spending a bit more money on the media, and to let people hear out your voice.
Sushi Hub, It's every time I go to the movies, there's this theme song which gets stuck in my head. What did you? Sushi Hub. How did you attack marketing sushi differently from other places that sell fast food or healthy food?
Yeah, we do have very strong marketing team. I believe ever since we start the business first day, although we're not profiting. I think I'm a marketing person. I'm very much focusing on marketing. There's something different to Bread Talk. I've been giving a lot of suggestion to my friends, Kenneth and Simon. They doing business in a very traditional way. They believe word of mouth. I also do believe word of mouth, but besides that, what I believe is that if you are good, let people know you. Get more people to know you. So not just the cinema. We spend a lot of money on radio too. We've been working with SBS, Today FM, Nova, Kiss, multiple radio stations, and cinema ad. As you can see, we just launched the new cinema ad. You will probably see it. It should be on this week, and we also do have the billboard from this year. You can the billboard on the roadside, on the station, this and that. I believe that if you are confident enough, you need to get more people to see you. Then when they think about sushi, first thing they think about Sushi Hub. That's my aim.
Yes. So,
Wasn't it that Sushi Hub, according to him, I remembered him telling me that it's got the biggest order or something out of Japan for Australia?
Yeah, I do have some figures from me that we use about over 100,000 liters of soy sauce a year.
And it's a Japanese soy sauce. Yeah. And so the owner of this Japanese company has, like he said, Sushi Hub is the biggest for them outside of Japan. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes. He was so happy.
We are the second largest sushi company in Australia at the moment. The top one is Sushi based on Melbourne. They have about 100 stores at the moment. We are the second largest sushi company in the country at the moment. But our usage is quite close to theirs, which means that the sales per store, the volume per store is very high. I got some figures here. We use about 800 tons of rice a year, 12 million sheets of seaweed a year, 300 tons of salmon peanuts a year. We use over 1 million pieces of whole avocado a year. With soya sauce, we use over 100,000 liters a year. And sushi rolls, we are making over 50 million rolls a year.
A lot of sushis.
Yeah, a lot of sushis.
The barriers is that they're very entrepreneurial, but because of their background, English not being their first language, it means that they don't break out. And it's incredible to hear someone like you has started from Cabramatta and now is taking over Australia. I don't want to sound patronising, but it's obvious that English is not your first language.
No.
But how did you manage to jump over that step, gain that confidence to become as successful as you are now?
I used to work for Optus for a period of time, doing door-to-door sales. In my team, there are white Australian and Australian-born Chinese or Vietnamese, and everybody has the better language skill than me. But I'm the top sales of the team. I believe language barrier you can break through sometimes. As long as you deliver. How do I say? That's my language barrier now.
The result.
Yeah, it's like it's you have to have the vision, and you have to deliver what you wanted to deliver to the customers. When you message, when you knock at the door, when I knock at the door, first I ask, do you need a new phone service or not? If they don't need it, I don't waste any time. I go move the next one. And if they, I never try to sell extra stuff that customer don't need. Even in Sushi Hub, I do not encourage my staff to push sales, because I believe our customer is day to day. It's our regular customers. They come today, they come tomorrow, they come once a week or they come once a month. They are regular there. You don't have to push it today. If they buy extra today, they can't finish it. It's annoying for them, and they leave it for the next day. They eat that sushi again, and they don't feel like the quality is as good as yesterday. They start getting annoyed, and at the end of the day, you might see that you sell your product, you sell more of your product at the first place, but you actually are losing a customer. So this is very important. I mean, the vision is very important. You have the right vision and right attitude. It's very important.
I hope you enjoyed that conversation. This is one of many, so please subscribe to catch more of these conversations on our Dawn YouTube channel.